while we're on the subject of women and successful ones, Shakira. I like Shakira. I almost never go to concerts, but I have been to a Shakira concert. I'm not over the fact that I was forced to see Shakira's vag at the Super Bowl performance a couple years ago with my then 6-year-old in the room, but I'll forgive her.
Okay.
I'll forgive her, I guess, because I like what she's saying here, where she spoke out about the movie Barbie. She saw the movie Barbie and had some thoughts, which she shared. Here's a clip from the movie so you can see where she's coming from.
Never got a Ken. That's because Ken is totally superfluous. I didn't say that. Women hold all major positions of power, control all the money. Basically everything that men do in your world, women do in ours. I mean, that sounds kind of cool.
Okay, so she gives an interview to Allure. The title of the piece is Shakira's She-Wolf Feminism, pointing out she's the mother of 2 boys. She's separated from their father. They broke up amid allegations that he was cheating on her. And in the piece, she's asked about this movie. Now, I can't help but ask a question that's been on my mind since we began this conversation. Did you watch the movie Barbie? Like, why would you ask that? Okay, but in any event, I watched it. Yeah, long pause. And my sons absolutely hated it. They felt it was emasculating. And I agree to a certain extent. I'm raising 2 boys. I want them to feel powerful too, while respecting women. I like pop culture when it attempts to empower women without robbing men of their possibility to be men, to also protect and provide. I believe in giving women all the tools and the trust that we can do it all without losing our essence, without losing our femininity. I think that men have a purpose in society and women have another purpose as well. We complement each other, and that complement should not be lost. Question: just because a woman can do it all doesn't mean she should. Why not share the load? And this is her. Okay. Why not share the load with people who deserve to carry it, who have a duty to carry it as well? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, it goes on from there. So she's been getting some blowback for this. I think, most conservatives like what she's saying, but it's no coincidence probably, Maureen, that she's like a Latin woman. I think like they're fine with more of traditional roles in this country. We shame young women who feel any attraction to that as somehow wrong, other, or backward.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I love an original take on something that the hive mind has already come to an agreement upon. And I love someone who's sort of willing to go against that sort of prevailing opinion. My biggest problem with Barbie is I thought it was mediocre and dull. And if I had to hear one more time the valorization of that soliloquy in there, that America Ferrara soliloquy about, if you're a woman, if you're aggressive, you're a bitch. But if a man does it, he's strong. It's like, that is the hoariest thing that has been going around since the early 70s. And it was treated as though Greta Gerwig had like gone to the Mount.
Yes.
And God had given her this on a tablet and she came back down. And then we all had to sit through the Oscars in which Barbie, which won, I think, nothing, maybe one award, but was at every turn.
Best song.
At every turn, it was Barbie this, Barbie that, Barbie this, Barbie that. And it wasn't the best movie of the year by a long shot. I think Barbie was sort of attempting to sort of be this overcorrection for girls and women of feeling, yes, you can do it all. Or, if women ran the world, what a sort of utopia that might be like. But Wonder Woman also came out several years ago, and that was sort of that message as well. And I just think that there is something to what Shakira is saying. The sort of the way that the men were sort of portrayed as bumbling idiots.
Yeah.
You
can fight back against this. You really can. I never saw Barbie, but my daughter did. And before she went, we talked about, what I'd heard about the movie and, sort of what to look out for. And she came back and she was like, She was like, it seemed very anti-boy.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was her takeaway.
That is fascinating.
And she's got 2 brothers and a father who she loves. It's like, you can sort of turn, we don't have to go hardcore. I'm not trying to turn my kids into activists at all. But I do want them to be aware of these messages as they're coming across the transom. And I also think that moms of both girls and boys are going to be the solution in part to this problem, right? Because like, I don't want my daughter to get sexually harassed. I don't want her to have her job staked on her sleeping with the boss. But I also don't want my sons to go through college having to sign consent agreements with women before they have their sexual experiences or whatever it is they choose to have in college, right?
Right, absolutely. So, the problem with Barbie per Shakira is when it feels less like an entertainment and more like a polemic, right?
Yeah.
And I think there is something to that. And I think we're going to see a little bit more of it because apparently there's going to be a Barbie 2.
Oh, God.
I mean, it made over $1 billion. So here we are.
Yeah,
We're going
so
to
they're
have
definitely
Barbie 2. And I'd love to see what they're going to do to Ken next, right? Like, how are they going to spit roast Ken?
Let me tell you a story about a guy named Leo Grillo. Leo was on a road trip and came across a Doberman. This dog was severely underweight and clearly in trouble. Well, Leo rescued the dog and named him Delta. Sadly, Delta was just one of many animals that need help. And this inspired Leo to start Delta Rescue, the largest no-kill, care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world. They have rescued thousands of dogs, cats, and horses from the wilderness, and they provide their animals with shelter, love, safety, a home. April marks 45 years since Leo rescued Delta. Delta Rescue relies solely on contributions to do what it does. And if you would like caring for these animals to be part of your legacy, speak with your estate planner because there are tax benefits to helping. You can grow your estate while letting your love for animals live well into the future. Check out the estate planning tab on their website to learn more and speak with your advisor. We call dog man's best friend for a reason. You can help those who need it most. Visit deltarescue.org today to learn more. That's deltarescue.org. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.